Now, I know what you might be thinking. Why are you wearing shoes indoors? Well, let me tell you something about wearing shoes indoors. I'm part of the revolution. So I'm late to the topic because... I was planning on making something. Here's the script. You can't see any of it. But I made it, and I didn't think it was good, so I didn't put it up anywhere. But I missed the boat. I missed the boat for Fortnite. The game's already fucking losing shit. It's a mess. It's a fucking mess. The game was already a fucking mess before, though. And you know, it's because it's free. It's because it's free. Like it's colorful. It appeals to fucking kids. Appeals to kids. It does. I thought it was like a really hollow game. It relies on a couple mechanics. The first one's fucking randomness. What happened? You drop down into a fucking area, right? And it's basically RNG if you get the good shit. And that basically determines the early game. And I think that's the best part of the game. After that point, you just fucking walk for like up to 10 minutes without seeing anybody else. I don't understand how people find that to be fun. Like, if I'm playing a game, I want to be engaged in the game. Like, I don't fucking play CSGO to be like, yeah, you know, the buy menu's my favorite part, because I get to fucking... Do you understand what's going on here? Wait, hold on. Shit. My fan's been on this whole time. I think, like, a lot of people consider it to be a good game because of, like, all the streamers that do, like, really, you know, cool shit in the game. But that's like a facade, because that doesn't happen to most players. What happens to most players is that the combat always turns out one way. So, let me give you an idea of, like, what was a good game, right? Let's say I'm playing a fucking TF2, right? Combat in TF2 is a game of, like, plays and counterplays. Like, this is my enemy, I'm this guy, I can... fuck, switch it around. So this is like a heavy, right? And this is a soldier. And what I can do as a soldier is I can, like, rocket jump to get up to him, I can shoot down at him, I can... You know, I have options. I have fucking options. I only gave one, but I only need to, because that's going to stretch the video length out. In Fortnite, there's basically only a couple fights that happen. The main one is something I like to call max stacking. It's when you, like, build a... You've seen it before. It's when, like, they build, like, a fucking cocoon around themselves. That's really not fucking fun to fight against, because it always ends the same way. And, like, here's the dealio, right? It all feels pretty much the same. The fights aren't very unique, and it's not very difficult, because there's no matchmaking in the fucking game. They might have changed this, by the way. I might be fucking talking out of my ass. I haven't played the game in a while. I didn't play it very much, to be quite frank with you. Like, when you have people playing cross-platform, you're gonna have fucking balance issues. Because people on a Switch cannot aim as good as a person with a fucking mouse. It's just not fucking conceivable. It's so much more precise. So it's not even fair to play against some people. And you need to understand too that a lot of the audience is for children. And you know what children do? Suck. They fucking suck. I think a lot of, like, the fucking... Shit, my camera's crooked. A lot of the problems with Fortnite is because it's a Battle Royale game, and that genre is inherently flawed. I already talked about, like, you know, walking simulator shit. It's the same in H1Z1, it's the same in PUBG, it's the same in that fucking game that nobody plays. But I think that, like, the Battle Royale genre is just flawed in general. I'm gonna fall. I think the genre's... The genre is just flawed by its concept, because no matter what, it'll be by chance. It's going to be by chance. Dropping, you know, getting to the safe zone. You know, in other games it's much worse because you need to get a car, and like they don't have any cars, so you just have to walk, and you get stuck in the gas and you die in the gas. Great game, H1Z1 is. But the core gameplay, you know, it's random based, and I think that's why it's addictive. Because like when you get far and you die, I think that like the part of the game where you're walking, that's the most frustrating part of dying, because you're not even playing the game, you're not even engaged. And I feel like it's supposed to be that way, because then it doesn't become boring. It's boring, but it's also tense. And it's like gambling. Like when a gambling addict like sees like a roulette wheel spinning, it's not. It's the spinning of the wheel, not the end, that is why they're addicted. They get the rush from the chance of winning, not actually winning. So that's what I think people do when they play Fortnite. They're chasing wins, but not like the feeling of winning. The feeling of almost winning, being able to win. And then, you know, like when they die, they all get fucking salty. They used to fucking tears, umbrella. That joke didn't work. That's really the only reason people like are invested in it, because that's just inherently super addictive. So like when you're playing for the win, for the feeling of the win, it becomes less and less about the actual gameplay and enjoying it, because it's not even that fucking good. If the game was just the gameplay, nobody played. It's a feeling of winning, right? The feeling of getting like a lot of shit and kills, and you're there at the end. Oh, the guy fucking got you, but you were close. You're gonna do it next time. You'll do it. Fuck. Well, shit. Why would I do that? I think when you actually like stop being addicted to like this kind of game, like I was super fucking addicted to Overwatch competitive for, we're talking like 8 months. Like it was 2 hours every day, you know, man. But like, I stopped playing because the game was shit. And I think that if you're still playing Fortnite, I encourage you, I demand that you like, realize something. The game's fucking awful. And, oh, fuck. As always, shit. Thanks for watching. Boy.